So this case is set for jury trial on the 30th, but I have a judicial conference that's starting on September 6th. And my understanding is that this case is going to last longer than a week, I'm assuming.
That's what we believe, Your Honor.
Yeah, I think so too, Judge.
Okay, so if nobody has any objection, I'll move it, or either Judge Hur will be here to try.
I'm sorry.
I said I will move it if no one has any objection, or either Judge Hur will try it.
I prefer to move it, Judge, just because I've got an issue. I think I mentioned to the court
Mhm.
last week when we talked about this. I've got an issue with transportation for my expert. And I still don't know how to deal with that, Judge. I don't know, since.
What's the transportation issue?
Well, he needs to be here. He's in Florida. And I don't know, like, how to get him on a plane.
What do you mean, how to get him on a plane?
Well, I don't know what plane tickets are going to cost, Judge, but I don't have the money to advance
Mhm.
a plane ticket, hotel, all that,
Okay.
and then wait for the auditor's office to
Mhm.
get around to reimbursing me. So
Okay.
and yet airlines are not gonna, well, I don't know. I don't know if the county has an account with the
Mhm.
airlines or how that works.
All right.
And Judge, as far as getting another date, we would prefer that as well, just because based on our conversations with the court and defense, we were under the understanding that it was going to be moved to a later date. And that's what we told our witnesses.
Okay.
So, and rather than have two different judges doing the case.
All right. So how long do you all expect this trial to last?
At least a week. It could be up to 2 weeks.
And Judge, I think our case will last probably 2 days.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date for Briannis. And they're thinking it's gonna last maybe a week and a half, maybe.
Judge, we were eyeing, depending on how the court feels about it, I talked to defense, maybe a date in October. I know Marina was concerned that it's her understanding and Daryl's that R.C. Curtis is likely to go on to the 20th, or start the 20th of September, and she didn't want that to run into Brianna's.
Mhm. All right, Ms. Ferguson, a date, please. And October.
And Judge, the only problem I have with October, well, yeah, I've got one that's set October 10th in Judge Moore's court. I'd actually rather try this one if the court wanted to set it, on the 10th.
All right,
This is an older case than
All
Judge
right.
Moore's.
Ms. Ferguson,
I can do October 25th.
are we not able to do October 10th?
October 10th is actually criminal trial. We have the letters. Judge, I think John Foley and I have talked about the 18th. I don't know how to.
Well, and we did, and then I checked my calendar and realized that Judge Moore's court, I'm set the week before. It may even take through the 18th, and I don't want to set this one and then not be able to.
Well, what date did you want that? What date did you want?
The 10th.
But what case is set with criminal trial division for the 10th? All right, so October 10th. All right, so that will be a jury trial.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, and Ms. Ferguson, can you let them know to have our jury here on October 10th? And how long do y'all expect for voir dire?
I would anticipate this one will take a while, maybe an hour to an hour and a half.
What, an hour and a half each side?
Yes.
Yeah, an hour. I'll give each side an hour.
I would ask for longer, Judge, but I can always ask, you know.
All right, and Norma, let them know we're gonna need extra jurors and see if the central jury room will be available. We usually have 75. So let's see if we can do 90 if possible.
I'll call today and I'll let them know in advance.
And Judge, I do have a trip scheduled to Port Aransas. I know this case needs to try, so if I need to move it, that's fine. You know, with the court and defense could do the 25th, but if not, then. I'm supposed to go to Port Aransas.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's Columbus Day, the kids are home from school, but.
oh,
Yeah, I mean, I know this case, we need to try it as well.
the only issue I have, Judge, I can't really try two in a month.
Yeah.
They're both capital murders. They're both.
All right, okay. All right, she'll give you the reset form.
I'm sorry.
She'll give you the reset form.
Thanks, Judge.
She needs to sign the reset
Oh, I'm
form.
sorry.
All right, who's here on Carrillo?
Sorry?
All right, everyone, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the court's understanding that you reached a verdict. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that verdict unanimous?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if you will hand the form to Deputy Laura, please. And defense, if you'll rise. All right, as to count one, it states we, the jury, find the defendant Jessica Briones guilty of the offense of murder as charged in count one of the indictment. As to count two, it states we, the jury, find the defendant Jessica Briones guilty of the offense of injury of a child as charged in count two of the indictment. As to the finding of the use of a deadly weapon, it states we find that the defendant Jessica Briones used or exhibited a deadly weapon, namely a wall, a metal bracket, a door frame, or an object unknown to the grand jury, that in the manner of its use or intended use was capable of causing death or serious bodily injury during the commission of the offense for which she has been found guilty. Does anyone wish to have the jury poll? State,
No, Your Honor.
defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and would you wish to have the jury polled as to the finding as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you if this is your verdict. We're going to start with count number one. If this is your verdict, I need you to answer yes. And we'll start on the first row towards the end and work our way here. And then we'll start on the backward towards the end. Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
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 Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? As to count two of the indictment, is this your verdict? Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, as to the finding of a deadly weapon, is this your finding?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, now what will happen is the second phase of the trial, which is called the punishment phase. State, do you have any opening statements?
We do, Your Honor, but may we approach on one matter?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it's the court's understanding that you have reached a verdict as to punishment in this case. Is that correct?
Yes.
And is it unanimous?
Yes.
All right, if you will pass that to Deputy Laura, please. All right, Ms. Briones, if you could please stand. All right, the verdict reads as follows. We assess her punishment at confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for a term of life. And there's no fine assessed. Mr. Foley or the state, would you like the jury to be polled?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you may have a seat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start on this end. And if this is your verdict, just let me know by saying yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your service at this time. I'm going to have Deputy Laura take you back to the jury room and I'll meet you back there shortly. All right, thank you, everyone. Please rise. Oh, well, just one moment because I still need to.
All right.
Yes. All right, everyone, please have a seat. So, Mr. Falk, have a seat.
Thank you.
We have not concluded. So, Mr. Foley, you wanted to look at the family code for a moment?
I already looked. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Have you completed the trial court certification?
Not quite good. Need the cause number again. I'm sorry.
It is 2021 CR 8893.
8893, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Absolutely. Good.
Yes.
You already
That's,
have it.
no, that's the dismissal. On the other
Okay.
case.
Sorry. It's my copy.
All right. So the jury has assessed a punishment at life in prison. State, is there a request from the state?
Oh, yes, we would ask for the affirmative finding of family violence.
Defense.
I asked that the court not make that finding.
All right, based upon the testimony that the court heard in the trial, the court is going to find there's an affirmative finding of family violence in this case. The court will follow the juror's verdict to sentence you at life in prison. There's a $0 fine. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Ms. Briones, did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Well, you say you believe so. Have you? It's the trial court certification.
I believe so. I can't.
All right, Mr. Foley, if you could show this to your
Yes,
client.
ma'am.
All right, Ms. Briones, just 1 second, Ms. Foley. Did you have a chance to review that with your attorney and did you understand it? All right. So as previously stated, the court will follow the juror's verdict, sentence you to life in prison. There's a $0 fine. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. The court will give you credit for any time that has been served. The trial court certification, this was a jury trial, therefore you do have a right to appeal. Do you understand? All right, and Mr. Foley, are you going to be the person who is completing her appeal?
Who is what?
Are you going to be the person who's going to complete her appeal
Well, that's,
or something you want to discuss?
yeah.
Okay,
All right, good.
no, that's fine.
I think she wants me to do that, but I just want to be sure. So we can talk about it.
Oh.
Judge, you'd already covered this earlier, but the affirmative finding of the deadly weapon? Or-
Yes. Is there anything else?
Not from the fence, Judge.
Anything else from the state?
We've got some victim impact.
All right. And who is for victim impact? Who is the one person you have?
Laura?
All right. So Ms. Briones, there's going to be victim impact, and this is not on the record. Ms. Briones, I require that everyone in court treat everyone with respect. So No one will disrespect anyone and just listen to what's being said, okay? You may proceed.
It's been a long time. You did a lot of damage to my family. Not just Olivia. But look at Bella. That was our baby too. My husband has to go to work every day and know that you and only you divided us. The day I found out about Olivia, my son and I had a fight so bad because he told me right then that he knew you were never gonna let us see that baby. Never. The irony was she was gone 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Not a phone call. Nothing. The only thing I can ask of you is pray for me. Because the only chance I'm ever gonna have in this life is to see her in the next life. The hate I have for you, you don't know. So while you're there, pray for me, okay? Pray for me. Because that's the only place I'm gonna see her is if I get to heaven. That's all.
And also one of the child's sisters, half sisters, wanted me to read a very short statement.
Mr. Pauly?
Judge, I think we've been through enough.
State your name for the record, please, and spell it.
Laura Ruiz, Lauraruiz.
Good afternoon, Ms. Ruiz.
Good afternoon.
How are you related to Olivia Briones?
I am her biological grandmother,
And who's your son?
Corey Ruiz.
Do you have any other grandchildren?
I do. I have 7 others.
How many are from Corey?
Corey has 4 others.
And what are their names?
Layla, Andy, Allie, and Bella.
And of those 4, how many live with you?
3 live with us currently.
And what are their ages?
Layla is 11, Andy is 10, and Allie is 8.
Do they go to school?
Yes.
Are they in elementary school?
2 are in intermediate and 1 is in elementary.
Did you ever meet Olivia?
No, ma'am. We tried on several occasions. It was always a promise that we would, but when it came down to us actually making the trip here and trying to contact Ms. Briones, she did not allow that.
And where do you live?
Gatesville, Texas,
How far away is that from here?
2.5 hours. It's almost 200 miles.
Okay. Now, had you ever met Jessica Briones?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me about how long ago you first met her?
I met her in 2008. She dated my son till about 2010. And then they kind of broke off after that.
Did you see her anytime? So between 2008 and 2010, how often did you see her?
I would see her when we came to San Antonio to visit my son, so about maybe once a month. She did visit my mother's house quite often, probably once every 2 weeks, with my son, Corey. She visited both grandparents. And then when we came to San Antonio, we would usually go get something to eat, or she would come over to the family. I mean, normal stuff that you would expect college kids to do.
Okay. Did you have her cell phone number?
I did. at that time. Actually, on one of the visits back in 2009, my son asked us if we would be willing to get her a phone because she wasn't working, she wasn't in school, and she had no way of other communication. And so we did put her on our plan. And even after they broke up until 2012, I believe it was almost the beginning of the end of 2012 is when I took her off the plan.
Did you have contact with her in any other means besides phone?
No, ma'am.
On Facebook at all or any social
Oh,
media?
yes, ma'am. Let's see, she reached out to us after the baby was born. And we did start texting and then through Facebook. But then, it was like it went unanswered for a period of time. And then I realized that it was me trying to reach out to her and she really didn't want to have any type of relationship at all with us.
Okay. You said she reached out to you. Is that how you found out she was pregnant with Corey's child?
No, ma'am. She was, when Corey came back to San Antonio, his wife at the time moved back to San Antonio. They had their second child here and they were legally separated. And so I don't know how her and Corey got back together, but they were living together. So I kind of had interaction with that.
Okay. Now, when did Corey get married?
Corey got married in 2012. Actually, I take that back. August of 2011, he got married.
And was he still living in San Antonio at that time?
They had moved in February of 2011 to Gatesville.
Okay. So what brought Corey back to San Antonio?
So in December of 2011, him and his wife filed for divorce. She unfortunately was pregnant. And during the divorce proceedings, it was acknowledged that she didn't know who the paternal father, who the father was going to be. So we were pending a paternity test. So she decided to move back to San Antonio and have her second child here. So my son followed because they were going to have to do a paternity test, and they were not legally divorced, but they had filed for divorce and were legally separated at that time.
Okay. So you said you cut off the phone for Jessica at the end of 2012. And then let's see, it would have been sometime in 2013, maybe, when you found out she was pregnant?
I found out she was pregnant. Olivia's born in June of 2013.
Yeah.
So I cut off the phone like in November of 2012, when I found out that her and Corey were living together, and he had just delivered the second child and they had already determined that was Corey's. So, and then they were going to reconcile. So it was just not a good situation for me to have contact with her when he was trying to make things work with his wife.
So, so once you found out that Jessica was pregnant with Olivia, did you ever, did you ever see her pregnant?
I never did. No.
When did her and Corey kind of separate?
So it is my understanding, I received a call in the end of, I guess it was November of about 2012, that Jessica at the time was living with Corey and his wife and another gentleman in an apartment. And there had been some kind of disturbance. I don't know what happened, but Corey and his wife and his 2 children left. And so I got the call to, can you get us a hotel? We need a place to stay because this has transpired.
Okay. And after that happened, did you have any other contact with Jessica before Olivia was born?
No.
Can you tell me what steps were taken to try to see Olivia after she was born?
Yes. So when Jessica texted me, we tried to make arrangements. Well, first of all, I had insurance policies for all of the grandchildren. And so when she contacted me, I let her know that, and then I needed pertinent information like her date of birth and where we could, address. And it was like, I don't remember. I have to get that for you. This really isn't my place. And so it was just kind of a drawn out thing. And then, then it was, I don't have a phone. And so then I noticed she was on Facebook. And so then I reached out on Facebook, and it was just one excuse after another.
Okay. During Olivia's life, can you estimate how many times you came to San Antonio?
Oh, we were supposed to meet her probably 8 or 9 times before she was 2. Then after Denise's visit, where the teeth were knocked out, I immediately started questioning in large ways. And after that, all communication stopped.
And just so the jury knows, what is your occupation?
I'm a dental hygienist.
So what is it about the teeth that kind of caused you?
So I also taught dental hygiene. One of the things with primary teeth, baby teeth, kids get bumped and hit all the time, but they don't fall out. So when I saw, that the teeth were missing and the way that the gum was, the actual indentation that the tooth was able.
Sorry. All right, you can approach.
May I publish?
Yes.
I don't know what button.
Here, I'll do it for me.
Okay. And Ms. Ruiz, you are able to draw on that screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you just, I guess, put a dot while you're identifying each of the children in this photo?
Okay, so this one is Allie. This is Brody. This is Bella. This is Braxton. This is Layla. And this is Andy. And these are Isabella's other brothers, half brothers.
Half brothers.
Mhm.
Okay. When was this photo taken?
This was taken. She is in 2nd grade. 2 years old at this time. So 2016.
And where was this photo taken?
This is Halloween. This is our town's bazaar. It's every year. It's the Saturday, either on Halloween or before Halloween.
Now, do your grandchildren know about Olivia?
Yes, ma'am. They've always known about Olivia. My oldest, Layla, has always asked when she was going to meet her. And then she passed. And it's tough. Allie, the little one, for the longest time, she would say, Olivia lives in her heart. It was very, very tough. Now she's to the point that she knows she's gone. And we're dealing with just the grief.
knowing they're never going to see their sister. As long as she was alive, there was a little hope. A little hope. You know, you can go back and make memories. But she's gone.
So if Jessica had reached out while Olivia was alive and said, I need food, I need help, would you have been there for her?
That'll be overruled.
Jessica could have reached out anyway. She had said, I don't want anything. That would have been okay. I could have sent money. I could have given her anything. Just to have that baby. We didn't have to be here.
I'll pass the witness.
Defense.
I pass.
I have no question.
All right, is this witness excused?
Yes, excuse from the state.
Yes, sir.
All right, you may step down. State, call your next witness.
According to police report, the 39-year-old Jessica Birones walked into a police substation on Prue Road September 2017 with her child unresponsive and with multiple injuries. When asked why she didn't call for help, Birones reportedly told police she didn't know where her phone was and it was on low minutes. The 4-year-old girl died a day later. Now that Birones has been found guilty of murder and injury to a child, the punishment phase of trial will begin. Birones could face life in prison.
A jury sentenced a mother to life in prison. Jessica Briones walked into a police substation with her child who was unresponsive with multiple injuries. A day later, the 4-year-old died at a hospital. Briones received a sentence of life in prison.
It was one of the hardest moments ever to sit through.
For 16 days, 16 jurors were tasked with not only hearing, but seeing the numerous injuries 4-year-old Olivia Briones endured. Last week, her mother, Jessica Briones, found guilty of her murder and sentenced to life in prison. One of those jurors, Shamika McDonald, spoke with us about how this experience affected her and all the other jurors.
We became family, actually. That I could say we was each other's support in the midst of everything. We leaned on each other through that whole case.
The hardest part for many in and out of that jury box was the days Olivia's autopsy photos were shown.
Every juror cried, broke down, and then, you know, trying to regroup ourselves to come back in was the hardest because we knew we had to intake more photos after that.
Those photos, McDonald says, was what made it clear to her what the verdict should be. Still, she has so many questions left unanswered. Some she would like to ask Jessica Briones herself.
Why, Olivia? Why did you take all your anger on her? You know, if you didn't want her, then why didn't you give her up for adoption?
It was along this Prue Road where Jessica Briones was walking with her unresponsive daughter into the Prue substation. And now this station, along with all 16 jurors, are hoping Olivia's memory always stays alive.
She has 16 jurors who care deeply about her. I'm just glad that we got justice for Olivia.
Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day, love her on a bad day. Either way, she's here to stay, stay, stay. Call up Oli, 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 Oli.